Take it away, Victor.
Unfortunately, this opening won't be as joyful or jubilant as usual as we honor and mourn the passing and celebrate the life of the original Karate's bad boy, the man behind Dutch and auto racer Chad McQueen, who passed away on 9/11/2024. Our prayers are with your family. Our love is with you. And may you ride them dirt bikes up in heaven with Tommy.
Dog.
Let's go, man.
And I'll start the opening also with this. I found 5 of the people that are covering the game I'm covering tonight. Only I do it the best because I actually know what the fuck I'm doing.
Hell yeah.
I'll explain when I push this button and say, let's go.
Can't do it. We'll do it live. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Mister, will you please wake up? Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up.
Good morning. Snowman here to all you Brock Purdy and San Francisco 49er haters. Shut up! I gotta thank you, Shane.
I mean, whatever happened to the games where breaking 100 points was, I don't know, unusual?
There was one word to sum up the All-Star weekend.
Trays. Because we take this job so serious.
Splash Brothers, yes. Ray Allen, replace him with Steve Kerr. Reggie Miller, yeah.
What in the all types of blue hell?
Oh, yeah! Let's go. Good morning. Welcome, one and all, to the fabulous, fantastic football Friday edition of Snowman in the Morning, brought to you by BetUS.com. BetUS.com, where the game begins. Okay. We all have some thoughts in our chest. We all have some things we want to say, and we have some picks to make.
Yes, we do.
I'm going to go first.
All right.
Boy.
And this is a YouTube-only version of Snowman in the Morning, which means I get to add a few extra words.
I'll be cussing.
Yep.
I'll be cussing.
This ain't 10 a.m. This ain't 9 a.m. This certainly ain't 8 a.m., which was my original start time in 2013, Victor, as you well know.
I remember.
I'm going to be cussing.
Oh. And before you get too far, my voice sounds a little bit off. You guys pulled me from Jen's stream where I had to do her opening, and everyone says I'm a WWE announcer when it comes to stuff, so bear with me.
Listen, Doc, I get it. Okay. since COVID happened, a lot of broadcasting went remote.
Yes, it did.
Yep.
Which led to an explosion thereof on YouTube
Yes.
of covering the big games.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Which led to some of these sumbitches believing that they can do what we do. You're not even close.
And yet we prove them wrong every time.
Yep.
You know what's even funnier?
Mm-hmm.
What's that?
They try to do pure play-by-play.
Oops. That's a mistake.
Then they run into my ass. Now I have to wonder, why the fuck am I not getting the same following? Because I actually know what the absolute bloody fuck I'm doing behind the microphone, god damn it.
Mm-hmm.
And it pisses me off. I'm letting out some feelings, so please forgive me. And it pisses me off every fucking time. Like tonight, I decided I'm doing the Fever game versus Minnesota.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to, Las Vegas, I beg your pardon, against Las Vegas.
Right.
And I'm going to be as professional as I possibly can, like I do with every other game.
Right.
What do you think I found when I scanned YouTube this morning?
About
Other
6
people doing
other
the same
people
game?
doing it.
You both are not wrong. And I just look and I go, what the fuck?
Me personally, I welcome the competition. Just a chance for me to show that I'm better than every single one of them.
Yeah,
I am
there's
better
that.
than every.
If you,
I am
and
better
you-
than every single one of them.
And you
God,
also have to look at the fact that it's Caitlin Clark. That's the influence that Caitlin has had. Think about it last year.
if nothing else, it shows you, because I can guarantee you that a good majority of the people that are doing WNBA games weren't doing them last year.
Oh, easily.
no, they weren't doing them last year. I know
No,
for
and
a
it's all
fact they
because of
weren't.
Caitlin Clark.
I know for a fact they weren't doing them last year. Hell, by the end of the first quarter, I had the names down.
So to all the nut burglars who want to sit there and say Caitlin Clark has not made an impact,
Fuck you.
Look at YouTube.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. And fuck you. And I know it's early, but I got to take a break because my stomach's acting stupid. So let me take a break. And when we come back, Vicola has some thoughts about Dak Prescott.
again.
Oh,
And
yeah.
And later on, we'll talk the health of Tua Tagovailoa, which needs to be discussed. And Tua, brother, we are praying for you.
We
As
really
much
are.
as we playfully dog you, we know what your health. We know what you're going through health-wise. We know what you're going through football-wise. And brother, we are praying for you, and I mean that sincerely.
Yes, we do.
I mean that. I mean that sincerely. We'll be back.
Whether it's news, the largest egg producer finds bird flu in chickens at a Texas plant, weather, devastating tornadoes rip through the heart of the United States, inspiration, a breast cancer survivor completed the journey of chemotherapy, and now begins a future one of matrimony or sports. Michael Jordan is shown on a photo with Diddy. LeBron James has a video extolling the virtues of a Diddy party. This has been yet another Beating a Dead Horse presentation. We got you covered. BS3 Network, in association with Comey Media Incorporated, proudly present The Morning Shift with Cole Johnson. Live every weekday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central.
I want to do a TED Talk, but I don't have anything to talk about yet. I'm getting there.
Life is for the living. We're not here that long.
You can learn anything you want to learn without any money spent.
What do I really enjoy? What do I really want out of life?
I am your host, WIZE.
Are you in a life holding pattern? Well, this is for you. Welcome to the Stuck in My Mind podcast. Live every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 4 p.m. Central. Hey everybody, Snowman here. Looking for the best way to experience live events? Well, SeatGeek has you covered. With just a few taps on your phone, you can find the best seats for concerts, sports, theater, and more. Don't miss out on unforgettable moments. Download the SeatGeek app today and get ready for an experience like no other. Each ticket is vetted for authenticity and ranked on a 1 to 10 scale. And right now, if you sign up and use the code SNOWMAN, you will get $20 off of your first purchase. That's only through the power of SeatGeek, where fans can fan.
Mister, how do you operate this Twitter thing or this Instagram thing or whatever the heck? You're supposed to know all this stuff. Anyway, welcome back to the show.
Whether it's news, the largest egg producer finds bird flu in chickens at a Texas plant, weather, devastating tornadoes rip through the heart of the United States, inspiration, a breast cancer survivor completed the journey of chemotherapy, and now begins a future one of matrimony or sports. Michael Jordan is shown on a photo with Diddy. LeBron James has a video extolling the virtues of a Diddy party. This has been yet another beating a dead horse presentation. We got you covered. BS3 Network, in association with Comey Media Incorporated, proudly present The Morning Shift with Cole Johnson. Live every weekday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central.
Mister, how do you operate this Twitter thing or this Instagram thing or whatever the heck? You're supposed to know all this stuff. Anyway, welcome back to the show.
Okay. I feel better now.
Good.
Hey, Pizzle's the first one into the Fanatics feedback zone. He goes, hey, yo. And he says, pray for Tua. We are. We're doing that from the heart. Arku says that game last night was tough and Tua having a concussion. And I'm going to say something that A. Pizzle's not going to like, but I'm going to say it from the heart. The Miami Dolphins are fucked.
I would just say Tua is finished, or he needs to be finished.
Tua needs to what did I say last year? No, correction. What did I say 2 years ago?
You said it this year too.
You've been saying it now for how long?
Since his days at Alabama.
Yeah, when
Tua needs for his health. And I said that when I previewed the Dolphins with A. Pizzle, when A. Pizzle was on this program.
Yeah.
The only question I had about the Dolphins has resurfaced big time.
And I'm kind of jealous because I haven't had a chance to hang out with A. Pizzle on the show yet.
Yet being the operative word. We're going to change that.
I hope so.
I mean, the fact of the matter is this is his fourth diagnosed in 5 years.
Yep.
Let alone he's also had hip injuries. Let alone he's had other undisclosed injuries.
Yeah.
Even a concussion or two that's probably slid under the board.
He's a member of the Walking Wounded. I mean, and look.
Tua's got to realize he can't keep playing at this level.
I'm gonna say this. I don't challenge his toughness. He's showing
right.
He's got some grit.
He's showing his toughness, but the problem is the fact he's showing he's tough.
Right. Your guts is starting to overtake your brains. Right now, you need to really evaluate, can you keep doing this? Can you keep taking the punishment of a 16 to 17 week long season?
That was my most frightening concern.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was my biggest concern. And I've said it since and you know what, Victor? You're gonna get you. I had it. I had him. I lost him. I think he'll come back. Victor, I think you're gonna get your wish.
I hope so.
Now the thing is,
hanging out with Pizzle.
Before Pizzle gets here, this time Tua's concussion was self-induced.
Yes.
If he went down for a slide 2 yards prior, it wouldn't have happened.
Mm-hmm.
Instead, he lowered the helmet, tried to put the boom on somebody, and he ended up in that fenced position.
And he paid for it.
Where did this come from? Where did this come from? These
let me
quarterbacks
get,
trying to lower
let me
the
get
shoulder.
let me get an answer to your question. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome the man in charge of the Pain and Gain Pick'ems. He does play-by-play, alternative play-by-play for the Dolphins each and every week. He is our Dolphins expert, Alex Putnam, a.k.a. A Pizzle. And he's up here right now.
Pizzle!
What's up, kid?
What's going on, everybody?
Fins
How we doing?
Listen.
First time I crossed paths with you, bro.
Yeah.
The look on Pizzle's face last night when Tua went down hurt me. It hurt. It hurt, man. And this was after the Dolphins tied the game at 7 in the first quarter. Later on, I saw Tua deliver the hit. I saw him go down. And at the same time, I saw Pizzle's face. Pizzle, let me get your reaction to not only the game, but let's start with Tua's concussion.
Well, let's start with this game because this game fucking sucked.
Boy, that sounds familiar. That sounds like
no
ifs,
Sunday. Ands, or buts about it. I mean, what can I say? The Bills own us. They have for the past 5 or 6 years or so. They will continue to do so.
It's the curse of the Thursday night game, too.
Yes. Yes.
Third time that the Dolphins have been on Thursday night in 4 years. And all 3 times, what happened? El Smacko.
A big, fat.
I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. My mistake. I wasn't ready. I am ready now. Do it again, Pizzle.
A big, fat mother.
It's always Thursday night.
I bet it reminds me.
What mental midget came with the bright idea? Let's play football on Thursday night.
Who came up with this shit?
We already have
listen,
Sunday.
Until 5 years ago, I remember Thursday night being just a Thursday night special.
Right.
And ABC would cover it. Okay. And it would be a primetime matchup.
Yep.
A matchup
Thursday night games, and I borrow from the great A Pizzle who said it a moment ago. The Thursday night games fucking suck.
They do. The only reason they should have it is for the opener.
Yes,
the season opener.
It matches and it highlights the defending Super Bowl champions.
Yep,
right. That's it.
So they can hang their banner. So they can celebrate all they want about their Super Bowl,
and then we can get to work again.
And
right,
back to business
and get back. And that's the only Thursday night game it should be. This year, they had a Thursday night game that was, of course, in Kansas City, and we all know what happened with that one. A toe being out of bounds by an inch.
Troy was smiling like a clam.
An inch from overtime.
Troy was happy like a clam.
Yep. Yeah, he should be. That's the first thing. The second thing, what the fuck are they doing in Brazil?
I have no idea. And you remember,
no idea.
You remember, here's the thing about the Brazil game, right? And I didn't even get a chance to look at the uniforms because Brazil has a thing against the color green.
You can't wear green.
And why in the fuck are teams that are known to have green on are playing
in Brazil? Yes,
they still both wore green.
They both not only both wore green, they boasted the color green, for God's sakes.
Isn't the color green in their flag though?
It's a rule about the field. It's a rule about the field.
Oh, soccer. Okay.
But yet again, the Packers still had their home jersey. The Eagles still rocked their away jersey, and here we are.
And the Packers took a big fat ass.
And they're going to take about 3 or 4 more.
Just like they will this week when they face my wife's beloved Indianapolis Colts. And while Pizzle is here, he'll be our guest picker today. So hang around for that.
Okay.
So hang around for that. But in all honesty, we're praying for you, Tua. We're praying for you to get back to full health. Yeah, and I said this for the last 4 years when it comes to Tua, and I said it to Pizzle when I had Pizzle on this program. Tua should have walked away when he had the chance.
I think he will now.
Health. For his health. And I go back 2 years ago when he had 3 concussions in 14 weeks.
Yep.
And still played.
When
you don't survive 3 concussions in 14 weeks. Hell, you don't survive 2 concussions in 2 years, which is what I had to go through.
There are moments in sports where your throat closes up, when your throat goes dry, when you see someone get hurt.
Mm-hmm.
When Tua went down on a Thursday night game, and you saw his fingers curl up,
deja vu.
And that was at Cincinnati. And that was at Cincinnati when I first saw it, and then I saw it again last night.
Involuntarily, he wasn't trying to. His fingers just curled up off of that habit. That made my throat just close up and go dry.
That scared me.
Yes.
Not many things when it comes to football, and I've been around the sport 40 years. Not many things frighten me. And believe me, I've seen kids have concussions. I've seen kids carried off on a stretcher. Mm-hmm. I did a college football game where a kid got immobilized because of an accidental hit.
Right.
We had to wait for the ambulance to come in and for the guy to get on a stretcher. And his mom shot me an email during the game, and I kept her updated via email, and she was listening to my call of what happened during the game. What happened last night frightened the shit out of me.
Yeah.
Because it's a deja vu repeat from what happened 2 years ago in Cincinnati. Oddly enough, on Thursday night.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the fact of the matter, the fact that he went into what they described as quite simply the fencing position, is what was brutal about that. The entire way.
Yes, it was.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get Pizzle's thoughts about the entire game and Tua. Pizzle, the floor is yours.
I mean, what needs to be said? This was a blowout right from the start. We all knew this was going to happen. Buffalo has our number. The turnovers, 2 of them were on Tua. 1 of them was on the receiver because he ran the wrong route.
Right.
And the injury, I got flashbacks to Cincinnati a couple of years ago.
Thank you. Thank you. I got the same thing.
And now they're saying, Mike McDaniel said this morning in his press conference that they're rolling with Skylar Thompson.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about that.
Me neither.
I'm not sure if we're going to win that many games this year, if we're going to roll with him.
You guys would have been better off getting Tannehill.
Yeah.
That's an option.
Yeah.
He's out there.
Exactly. He is out there. He's one of the free agents. I mean, there's moves you guys could have made, but Skylar ain't it.
No.
Yeah.
No, Skylar's not even close.
Hell no.
Skylar's not even close. Hey, Pizzle joining us. In case you all don't know who he is the host and the master of ceremonies of Pain and Gain Pick'ems, a show
known as the 4 Horsemen of Pick'ems.
Yep. A show you need to check out. That is absolutely fabulous and fun to be and fun to hang out with that crew. He's hanging out with us today, but I swear it was Jim Kelly versus Dan Marino and the 90s Dolphins and the 90s Bills all over again. And all you saw the Bills do and all you heard the Bills coaches do was say sick 'em, and they shut Miami down.
Yeah.
And they certainly did last night.
They did. And what's scary that the Bills had holes in their defense, and yet they put up that performance.
Yeah.
Yeah. They didn't exactly look strong last night in the secondary. They didn't look strong up front at times. and they still dropped, what was it, 31?
31.
Yeah, that's brutal.
31 points.
They covered the bullet hole.
They dropped 31.
They covered the bullet wound.
Josh Allen only had 139 passing yards.
And they hung 31 points on the Dolphins.
Only
100.
What is
only?
We know what Josh Allen is capable of if he's right and if he's a full-fledged quarterback. We know that he loves to run on occasion. We've seen it.
Mm-hmm.
But 31 points, 139 passing yards, 31 points.
I gotta ask this question because what is it with a lot of these quarterbacks? It's just been week one, so I get this ring rust, but we have not really seen too many stellar performances from quarterbacks in this past week one at all.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's been pretty much either average or mediocre.
Before that, let me go to the Fanatics feedback zone. My executive producer, the EP of all EPs, Mr. Cole Johnson. Money, 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 which is the reason he's saying why Tua won't walk away, especially since the Dolphins extended him. Now, I got to tell you all a funny story.
A massive
When Tua got when Tua got his extension, me and Pizzo had a fight. Why? Me and Pizzo had a fight.
Oh,
why? Tua was so happy that he got his extension, and let me be serious. I'm glad he got his extension also.
Same. Yes.
The thing that me and Pizzo fought about, because Pizzo came to me and said, "Hey, why are you making fun of my quarterback?" Because of his injuries.
Yeah, his
and
injuries.
Once I said that, Pizzo said, "You have a point."
You're right.
And I go back to his injury at Alabama, or injuries at Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
The only time he was not injured was 2019. And even then, he was still coming off of an injury to his hip that he suffered a year prior in a game at South Carolina.
Yep.
So he was a glass quarterback at Alabama. Now, even more so with the Dolphins. And the front line, we talked to Pizzle and I talked about when I had Pizzle on earlier before the season started. What besides Tua, what was my main complaint? The line.
Offensive line.
I was going to ask about that.
They got run the hell over.
Again.
Mm-hmm. Again.
They got run the hell over. Again.
And they will continue to because our offensive line is made of glass.
Mm-hmm. I saw no sense of urgency from that Dolphins offensive line last night. None.
Zero.
I saw no sense of urgency from that Dolphins offensive line, because if there was a sense of urgency, there would be a willingness to protect your prized quarterback.
Yep.
Gentlemen, how many quarterbacks over the years of watching football did we see go down because the offensive line did not do their job, i.e. Chicago?
I've lost track.
11, 12.
Mm-hmm.
You want to talk
about 30.
31.
Yeah.
About 30, 35, give or take.
You want to talk about shitty lines? Ask Justin Fields.
You want to talk about, listen, for a 5-year period, my 49ers had a shitty offensive line and trying to protect Colin Kaepernick. Okay? Let's be serious.
Colin Clownpernick.
Colin Kaepernick. Okay? My friend Joe, Josh, my friend Josh back in Chicago said Colin Kaepernick. I didn't want to believe it until I watched the deterioration with my own eyes. To the Fanatics feedback zone we go, and Cole Johnson said it best. The Dolphins can't get pushed around like that at the line like that. Until they can fix that, teams like the Bills will own the Dolphins. And last night,
Correctamundo.
And last night, I believe the Bills claimed the division once again with that victory in Miami.
They made a statement.
And it's only week 2.
Yeah, exactly. It's only week 2. Go back to when these two teams played last year in Miami. Tua got sacked 5 times.
Right.
Yep.
The offensive line got run over.
They look at Tua and that through that Dolphins line like a Big Mac, like a hungry kid with a Big Mac. That's how they look at it.
Like a fat kid looking at cake.
They're looking at cake. Exactly.
Yep.
They're looking at cake. Let's take a break, and when we come back, we'll complete this express edition because we're going to make some picks. And folks, each week we'll have a guest picker. You're looking at him right now. And Pizzle, I am so honored. Yes, we're looking at you.
Yes.
And from the heart, Pizzle, so honored that you are here this morning to talk about your Dolphins and make some guest picks with us. Speaking of picks, you're going to see a few tonight in this game from Indianapolis, Indiana, as the world champion Aces take on the Fever in the second of a back-to-back. That's at 7. I'll have the call then. And then at 9:30, we'll complete the doubleheader with the Astros and the California Angels. That'll be tonight at 9:30. We will pick that game up in progress after I get some dinner and get some food in my belly. Take a break. We'll make our picks and complete the Friday edition of Snowman in the Morning after this.
I want to do a TED Talk, but I don't have anything to talk about yet. I'm getting there.
Life is for the living. We're not here that long.
You can learn anything you want to learn without any money spent.
What do I really enjoy? What do I really want out of life?
I am your host, WIZE.
Are you in a life-holding pattern? Well, this is for you. Welcome to the Stuck in My Mind podcast. Live every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 4 p.m. Central. Hey everybody, Snowman here. Looking for the best way to experience live events? Well, SeatGeek has you covered. With just a few taps on your phone, you can find the best seats for concerts, sports, theater, and more. Don't miss out on unforgettable moments. Download the SeatGeek app today and get ready for an experience like no other. Each ticket is vetted for authenticity and ranked on a 1 to 10 scale. And right now, if you sign up and use the code Snowman, you will get $20 off of your first purchase. That's only through the power of SeatGeek, where fans can fan. Hey, Eagles fan. Join my man Cool McCain and a host of others as they break down every single game, every single week in an objective manner, and also from a fan's perspective as well. Remember, this cast feels just like you. Nobody likes you. And you don't care. Fly, Eagles, fly. Eagles Elite Podcast. Every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern on YouTube and other podcast outlets.
Mister, how do you operate this Twitter thing or this Instagram thing or whatever the heck? You're supposed to know all this stuff. Anyway, welcome back to the show.
We'll make our picks in a moment, presented by BetUS.com and by SeatGeek. But Nightfall Drop, my 49ers brother, is here in the house. We go to the Fanatics feedback zone. He says, I'm sorry I'm late, but here's my take. I think Tua needs to give retirement a very serious consideration. He has dealt with major concussions the past 3 years, and they only get worse with every one that he has. That is absolutely true from a fellow who has suffered a couple of concussions in his life, and they were spread out.
Mm-hmm.
He also adds, furthermore, there is no equipment that he or the NFL can purchase that can eliminate future concussions if he plays longer. No lie to be found there.
No lie to be found.
None.
Snowman, I gotta jump in on this right quick.
All right.
Before we do picks. So I sent Snowman something earlier.
Gotta do that.
Now, I'm going to read this, and I need you to get your newest sound effect queued up for me.
I got a few new sound effects queued up, but folks, I got to introduce this the right way. And Pizzle's around for the first time for the random musings of and to honor Pizzle and Cole Johnson and Shane and everybody that's here today, given what Victor sent to us in our group text.
Before you put it, let me read what was put.
Go ahead. Go for it.
Dak Prescott explained the key factor which might lead the Dallas Cowboys to the Super Bowl. Snowman, if you please.
What in the all types of blue hell?
Wrong one.
Oh no! I forgot. But that was the first thing that crossed. But that was the first thing that crossed my mind.
That was crossed your mind.
Same.
That was the first thing that crossed my mind.
Same.
But I think what he's looking for is this one.
This has been yet another beating a dead horse presentation.
Pizzle, I'll make sure I send you that one, okay?
I'm gonna use it on Jim.
Look, it's from the evil genius himself, my beloved executive producer Cole Johnson. Victor, the floor is yours.
I'm gonna use it on Tim for sure.
So I gotta meet Tiny Tim. So Mr. Prescott, after he got his money and led a mildly interesting, to say the least, 30-17 win over the Cleveland Browns.
Which had me say,
what in the all types of blue hell
was that?
He said another key factor in week one was undoubtedly the defense. Mike Zimmer had a short debut as defensive coordinator for America's team, thanks to big names such as Micah Parsons, Eric Kendricks, Trayvon Diggs, and Marcus Lawrence. Here's the thing. He then says,
oh no,
it's a defense that frustrated me all camp long. We had our days against them, but they had their days against us. Their strength is confusing the quarterback, and when you can do that for a split second, when you have the pass rush that we have, it's awesome. I just think about playing Zim for a long time, and you're never going to put up a lot of points on Zim. So now that he's on our side, it feels good just knowing that we go in there and we do our job, and more time than that is going to be enough. Excited, just move forward. Here's the problem, Dak. You didn't do your job last week.
Before you go on, Victor, I have a dear friend that's in Los Angeles.
Oh?
And he offered the best soundbite ever.
Okay.
Now that is some bullshit.
I agree. Let me paint you a picture.
Please do.
This past Sunday, you took on, in my opinion, the worst team in the NFL right now in the Cleveland Clowns. Yep. In the Cleveland Clowns. Deshaun Watson is a mess.
Deshaun Watson is a bum.
Always has.
Oh, did I say that aloud? Did I say that aloud?
Was a mess.
Always has been. What?
What? And yet, against a team like that, you made the miracle of looking monumentally average.
The Mount Rushmore of averages, right there.
The Mount Rushmore of mediocrity.
Thank God this is a YouTube-only episode today.
Yes, indeed.
Now,
there's no way this Friday. Look, y'all know I love my networks and stations that we have the show on, okay?
Yes.
But
after what I went through this morning in wound care, I decided driving home, ain't no way this is going on any stations today.
Here's the thing. So, Dak or no Dak? No Dak, but then I don't trust Trey Lance either. Here's the thing.
Dak or no Dak? What the hell is this? Howie Mandel's new game show?
Featured in Dallas only.
This has been yet another beating a dead horse presentation.
Night for All Job brings up another one. The problem with the Cowboys has to do with the culture. I truly agree.
Same.
They're coasting on their win. They're coasting on their wins in the '90s and aren't going anywhere. Again, I agree because for
Same.
some reason the '90s gave rise to the moronic republic.
Oh,
It's like I
God.
said last time. They think that the rest of the league is worse, so it doesn't matter if they play
Then-
like shit. They think the rest of the team is worse. They think the rest of the league is worse.
And then in '96, the Cowboys went to Carolina and got embarrassed.
Exactly. It becomes a point to like, where do you draw the line? And if I'm Dak, I just got paid $240 million for 4 more years of shit play. I'd shut up.
I got paid $240 million for 4 years.
I saw this
That is
article.
some bullshit.
I saw this article, and all I can say is, what the fuck are you talking about?
Thank
What are you
you,
talking
Lewis.
about?
Thank you, Lewis Black, for that sound.
What are you talking about?
And
You
I'll
have weapons to lead to Super Bowl. We just barely escaped week 1.
and I will echo the words of Lewis Black when he said, "So you turn back to find the person who said this." Because if you ask him a question like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
Hang on a second. As we're talking about this, Nightfall brings up they are a team with a cult of personality. I'm sorry, CM Punk has
CM
more
Punk.
talent than Dak fucking Prescott. Come on now.
And he's a lot more personality than Dak Prescott, if you really would be honest.
CM Punk is a legend. Dak Prescott is mediocre as fuck.
They have stars. Yes, they have stars. CeeDee Lamb plays extremely well. They got Zeke back, and he's going to start coming to his own. Hopefully, he'll come to his own by week 2.
Wrong.
Dak is Dak. Micah Parsons is a beast. We know that. Trayvon Diggs showed himself out there. They got stars, but they need to be against good teams. If I could see a 33 to 17 victory over, say, the Chiefs, now you got my attention.
Same.
You see it against the Eagles, now you got my attention.
Agreed.
Well, we get a field goal win over the Niners. Now you got my attention.
That ain't gonna happen.
Nope.
And the gauntlet that the Cowboys have to face, and we talked about it all summer.
Ad nauseum.
Week 6, they go to Detroit,
Mm-hmm.
get brutalized. Week 7, they get a week off to lick their wounds.
Mm-hmm.
And as Pizzle loves to say, and so do I, week 8, they go to Santa Clara.
Oh.
And get brutalized again.
Yeah.
Two-time.
Once to Detroit, once to San Francisco.
Two time.
To the Fanatics feedback zone. Rain Dakota Prescott. Oh, God, he's named Rain. Jesus Christ. Is someone I don't take seriously until he plays in January. I will add to that. I will add to that point. And Tina Tim's not going to like me, but he can't argue the point I'm going to make. This year, if they get to January, and I'm not talking about the first week of January either.
You're talking about the playoffs.
Playoffs?
Here's the
Playoffs?
thing. As I have said.
We're talking about playoffs.
As I have said, Dak has become a model regular season quarterback. He puts up great numbers in the regular season.
Cam.
He's been.
Cam.
There's another
Hell
regular
no.
season quarterback.
Do not bring Tam. Do not bring Tam into this motherfucker.
No.
Tam.
I said Cam. As in Cameron Jarrell Newton.
Don't bring that dumbass in here either.
No.
Tam don't know what he's talking about.
There's a response.
Yeah, I saw that.
Jarrell trusts Trey Lance even after he throws 5 interceptions in a preseason game.
Now, was that before or after the 5th bottle of Jack Daniels that he drank?
Hey,
before.
Was he on Kahlua after that? Because it seemed like after Jack, he goes to Kahlua.
9 of those.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up because we got to get the picks out. Just for all y'all for the Cowboys team, the Cowboys front office, and the Monarch Republic, shut the fuck up.
And that
Where you
are random musings of
Let's just
As
prepare
far
for
as
the
Dak
Saints.
Prescott, goes, my buddy BGS in Los Angeles said it best.
Now that is some bullshit.
And to the moronic Republic of Cowboy Nation, do me a favor.
Stay off the weed.
I
At
gotta
least
make sure
on game days.
I gotta make sure Pizzle gets that soundbite to use also.
All
right, folks.
Pick time.
We didn't do it. We didn't do it last week because I had some major issues with my computer. I do not have them today because I took this sumbitch apart and fixed it, and Shane added an assist to that, and I thank you. We got to do some picks. And A Pizzle is our guest picker. Go ahead and make your picks with us in the chat and follow along. We'll start in Baltimore for our 1 o'clock roundup. The Las Vegas Raiders and the Baltimore Ravens. Old Snowman will lead off first. And the Ravens are going to be some pissed off birds come Sunday. And they face the Raiders. Yeah. Good luck with that, Raiders. Give me the Baltimore Ravens, and I take them to cover. Shane?
What's the spread on this game?
I think that's one thing Pizzle can handle for us while I look it up right now.
Out real quick.
Who, Shane? While we look that up, who cares? I want the Ravens to beat the hell out of the Raiders.
The Ravens are 9-point favorites.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'll take the Ravens and I'll give the points. I take them to cover.
Ravens cover by halftime. Easy.
Pizzle, do it.
As much as I love me some Minshew mania, I'm going with Baltimore. They're rested and they're the much better team. Give me the Ravens.
Yeah,
Victor?
and take consideration that they are so pissed off that they lost by a toe against Kansas City. They are looking for blood. I'm taking the Ravens and I'm laying the points.
All right. Next one. Let's go to Carolina. It's the San Diego Chargers and the Carolina Panthers. And I know JJ, play-by-play with JJ is going to jump all over me for saying you got to make sure you protect your brand, and he's true. But God damn it, this is YouTube exclusive. I'm saying it the right way. The San Diego Chargers, who are 1-0, and they play the worst team in the league in Carolina. What's the spread on this, Pizzle?
Let's see. The Chargers are 5-point favorites.
Give me the Chargers to cover in Carolina. This game's over by the end of the first quarter. Pizzle, it's yours.
Yeah, the Chargers are going to blow them the fuck out. Give me the Chargers all day.
Victor?
San Diego Super
San Diego
Chargers. Yeah,
And
Chargers, I'm laying the points.
And to wrap this up in a pretty little bow, I got the Chargers throwing a shutout, 28-0.
Oh, I love it.
Ooh.
Let's go to Texas. The New Orleans Saints at 1-0 against the Dallas Cowboys. I'm taking the mulligan. I ain't picked. Well, you know what? I lied. I'll pick this game. It's a 1 o'clock start. Pizzle, what's the spread?
The Cowboys are 6-point favorites.
Okay. I want anarchy. I know this ain't going to happen. I am doing this purely out of pure, unadulterated spite for my buddy Victor, my friend of 24 years. I know this not to happen, okay? I'm looking into this camera, and I'm saying I know this pick is going to go completely wrong for me,
right.
And I expect it. I want New Orleans, and I'm taking the points. But remember the preface I put to it, gentlemen.
You did.
Remember the preface I put to it. I expect this pick to go completely wrong.
You did say that.
Especially because it's in Texas. So my brain is saying Cowboys to cover at home. Okay? That's basically what I'm saying. Shane?
I'm taking anarchy. I'm taking New Orleans in an upset, 42-21. Dallas gets bitch slapped back to earth.
I love it.
Oh,
I love it. So that's two of us picking New Orleans. Pizzle, how do you feel?
I'm on the other side. I'm picking Dallas. I think they're at home. They did really well last week. They're going to do pretty well this week. I'm going with the Cowboys.
Yep. So we're split on that one.
Yeah.
To Detroit we go. It's Tampa Bay and the Detroit Lions. Pizzle, what's the spread?
Let's see. The Lions are 7.5-point favorites.
Give me the Lions to beat the ever-loving shit out of Tampa Bay. 42-13.
Well, damn.
I love what the Lions are doing, especially since they know how to do something very few teams do. Run the goddamn ball. Pizzo.
I have it being a little bit closer. I actually do have the Lions winning, but I have them winning by a field goal, 30-27.
All right, Shane, your call.
24-21 Detroit.
And Victor finished it up.
Well, I don't know. I asked my opinion about the other game, but at least we're going to prove that we're not Carolina. As far as the Lions go, we're going to prove that fucker Mayfield got lucky.
Fucker Mayfield.
Against the Commanders. The Lions are going to run all over them.
Yes.
But I will say, though, I think that defense may hold up a little bit. So I'm actually having no lead by a touchdown.
All right. Let's go to Green Bay, Wisconsin, and the frozen tundra of Lambeau Field. It's the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Green Bay Packers in a game that I will cover this Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sorry, Green Bay. I'm sorry, Cheeseheads.
No, you're
Anthony Richardson is healthy. Jordan Love is not. What's the spread, Pizzle?
2.5 for the Colts.
Give me it, and I'm laying them. AR5 is going to be real. Give me the Colts to beat the Packers in Green Bay. Victor?
Yeah, I'm going to say the same. Later points, we're going with the horses all day. And I'm talking about the young horses. The Colts just seem to be on a much different level. They just barely beat the Texans last weekend. And as you just said before, Jordan Love is out with injury. So I think the Colts will jump all over that.
And that's the only thing I hate about this game is that Jordan Love is out with an injury.
Yeah.
If Jordan Love was in this game, there would
closer.
be 1,000 yards of offense at least in this game because these two teams are a mirror image of each other. They know how to mix it up. They know when to run the football and when to throw the football. But Anthony Richardson can throw the football. That's the only thing I hate about this game. Shane?
Give me the Colts over the Pack. 35-17. AR5 goes off for 350 and 4 throws.
I have AR for 300 in this game. Pizzo, finish it.
I'm going to make it unanimous. I'm going with Indy as well. They've owned the Packers in this series for quite a few years now. I'm going with the Indianapolis, Indiana.
Let's go to Jacksonville. It's Cleveland. It's Jacksonville. Pizzo, what's the spread?
Jaguars 3-point favorites.
I'll take it. I'll take it because I can't stand the fucking Browns nor their fans. I lived in Columbus, Ohio in 1999, surrounded by fucking Browns fans.
My condolences.
That hurt.
Now, is this in Jackson? Is this in the land of AEW or is this in Cleveland?
This is in the land of AEW.
This is in the land of AEW at Alltel Stadium in Jacksonville.
Damn, I was hoping that they'd be back in Boo, Ohio, but but no, the Jaguars just are. The Browns suck. That's all you gotta know. The Browns are shit. Okay, no wonder their jerseys are shit brown.
Yeah, exactly. And they have
the Jaguars,
and they have a fucking elf in the middle of their field.
Big time.
Give me the Jags on this one.
Oh boy. Shane, do we make it unanimous?
Jacksonville walks it off with a field goal kicked by Kenny Omega.
The V trigger through the uprights.
The V trigger.
And y'all wonder why we love doing picks on Friday. Yes. To Minnesota we go. It's the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Minnesota Vikings. The Vikings are 1-0. That will change on Sunday.
Do we have to pick this?
McCaffrey returns. Hufanga returns. Zaire Gross-Matos returns. And each one of those can still be saved for weeks 3 or 4. Give me the 4. What's the spread on this game, Pizzle?
49ers are only 5-point favorites.
That's some bullshit. Give me the 49ers. Yeah, I know. You said only 5 points. I think Purdy goes off for 300 in this game. Give me the 49ers, and they're going to get revenge from last year on Monday night. I say 49ers 41, Minnesota 13. Pizzo, it's yours.
I'm in agreement. I'm going with San Fran as well.
Talk to me, Shane.
38-10, San Fran wins this thing. Purdy goes off for 335.
And Victor makes it unanimous.
Do we have to pick this game? You know what's going to happen. I'm saying it right now, 52-7 for you. Like, come on, this is going to be a beating.
A beat? I love that. Beating. Pizzo, you got a new one for your show on Wednesday nights, man.
I'm going 52-7 49ers.
Oh, Victor thinks like me. He's saying 52 points. Speaking of 50 points, the Seattle Seahawks and the New England Patriots. This is on Fox. What's the spread?
Seahawks 3.5.
Ah!
Now I'm looking in this camera and I'm going to make a preface. And my preface is this. I am joking as I say this. I want fucking anarchy and both teams are scoreless. I say this is a scoreless tie. But let me make a real pick on this one. New England got lucky because Cincinnati choked like a whore in Las Vegas. I'm going with Seattle.
It's going to be tough because I usually do not vote for football purgatory. And I'm hoping that Mr. Hellman's Mayo can prove me wrong. Like I only see the Seahawks winning this game. I'm sorry, Shane.
Pizzo, you realize you're getting sound bites all over the place that you can use, right?
I love it.
I've already given him some clip-worthy shit. I know.
Hey, and I say this well in advance. Pizzo, you have every bit of permission from me to use what you get from this show as your sound base. Okay, you have permission. All right.
All right. Let's get fucking real here for a minute. We know Mayo's going to end up coaching his ass off and try to get lucky against doggone Seattle, but it's Seattle. It's fucking purgatory. What do we expect?
Mm-hmm.
I'm a homer. Give me New England 21-7.
See, and you wonder why we love doing picks. Nightfall drop in the Fanatics feedback zone. Wouldn't surprise me if San Fran has 2 100-yard rushers. Man, I want Frisco to get 500 yards against Minnesota.
All right, yo, hold up. Piz, what's your pick on this one?
For Patriots and Seahawks, as we say on my show, sound the alarm. I'm going with the Patriots.
All right, he's going upset. And you got to send me that sound and send me that video clip. I got to use it. Just like I got to have you back to do some more picks later on this season. Sure. Let's go to Tennessee. The Jets and the Titans. Who the fuck wrote this shit? The spread, Pizzle, is
Jets are 3.5.
Oh, that's bullshit.
That's some bullshit.
That's some straight up grade A homogenized Holstein bullshit.
What I'm about to say is sacrilege. No, but I think the Jets may have this one. Because the Jets at least have Aaron Rodgers.
I liken this to the current election cycle.
Can they both get L's?
Can they both get L's in this game? I liken this. Brian would lay a line of 49ers minus 50. You goddamn right. They're playing the Minnesota Vikings.
The Vikings.
Paul Allen is going to be more pissed off than he was last week.
Paul Allen's going to need.
But I love but y'all know I love Paul Allen. Y'all absolutely know that I love the legendary Paul Allen.
Yeah.
I don't like Aaron Rodgers. I don't like Tennessee's quarterback situation. Fuck. I'm going to be wrong either way. I'm voting for a tie. I want a tie. That's my pick.
Scoreless tie?
Yes. It won't be, but. It won't be, but.
Next time, 21 apiece. It might be 21 apiece. if it's a tie. It might be 20.
Yeah, if it's a tie, it'll end up 21 apiece. Pizzle.
I really, this game is either way, but you know what? I'll go with the Jets, I guess.
I guess. And y'all, if y'all watch Pain and Game Pick'ems on Wednesday night on Snowman Multimedia, if you caught the replay, you saw Pizzle's face when this game came up.
I think this is my hell no game of the week.
I think LC Muscles made this his hell no game of the week. Shane?
I'll make it my hell no game of the week, but fuck it, I'll make a pick anyway. I got the Jets winning by 7.
You gotta, Pizzle, you have to send me that clip.
I will.
Okay? You have to send me that because we got to incorporate it into our picks here. Okay. Let's go to the nation's capital. The New York Giants and the Washington Redskins on Fox at 1 p.m. What's our spread on this one, Pizzle?
The Commanders, Redskins football team, whatever the hell you want to call them, 1.5 point favorites.
Give me the Redskins, and I'm laying the points. Jaden Daniels has a better game. Shano?
Giants in the upset, 17-10.
You're depending on Danny Dimes? What have you
defense wins this.
What have you been drinking this morning?
If you saw
water,
if you saw the defense last week against Snowman, you'd understand.
I got defense winning this one. They're going to screw over Washington late.
I got the Redskins hanging 400 on the Giants.
400
yards. I want the Redskins to hang 400 yards on the Giants.
I think I will have to be on the other side. I think that that Washington takes this one. I think Jaden Daniels gets his first win. He shows he's got the wheels. And I don't trust the run defense of the New York Giants.
Nor do I. Pizzle?
I'm in agreement. Give me the Redskins 21-12.
All right, to the late games we go. We start in Arizona where the Rams 0-1 and the Cardinals 0-1. Fuck the Cardinals. Give me the Rams. Even though they're a division opponent of mine, what's the spread on this one?
Cardinals are 1 point favorites.
That's bullshit.
Just one.
And you know what? That's some bullshit. That's bullshit.
I figured by half. I
got San Francisco winning the division by at least 3 games. Don't care who's in second place. But given the fact that it's Kyler Murray who had a 17-point lead at Buffalo last weekend and choked it away like a whore on $2 you know what's in Las Vegas, I won't get that cruel.
I figured.
Give me the Rams. And I'm taking the points.
I figure
even with the Rams being minus Puka Nacua, who's on IR for 4 weeks, and that's an unfortunate loss for the Rams because it takes
really
a big cog out of their offense. I have the distinct feeling that Kyron Williams will hang 100 yards on the Cardinals. I got the Rams.
I'm guessing they figured by halftime Kyler will be on his fifth game of team deathmatch on the Black Ops 6 beta, so they figure he won't be back for the rest of the game. But I got the Rams winning this one going away. I'm going to say 35-14.
All right, Shane, what you got?
Call of Booty Murray ends up getting blasted by zombies by halftime. Rams win at 35-17.
Pizzle, finish it.
Let's make it unanimous. The Rams have owned the Cardinals in recent history. They will continue to do so. 28-24. Give me Los Angeles.
To the Mile High City we go. We got the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Denver Broncos. This is a 4:25 start, folks. The Rams are at 4:05. This is 4:25 on CBS. And I'm going. What's the spread on this one? What's the spread?
Steelers 2.5 point favorites.
Bullshit. Bo Nix gets his first victory and beats the ever-loving goddamn shit out of the Pittsburgh Steelers. I got Bo Nix and the Denver Broncos, and I am taking the points. Shane?
Sorry to say, but Bo Nix is going to have to wait till next week to pick up the win. I got Pittsburgh in a walk-off 17-14.
And a walk-off, nonetheless. All right, Pizzle, go.
Yeah, you're going to have to Bo leave next week. I got the Steelers 17-14.
Bo leave and Uncle Henry.
Bo leave. I love it.
Howdy. There you go.
I love you guys. Look, and I love the guys in the Fanatics feedback zone. Back there we go. He says, fuck a tie. These Kelly Green misfits better beat those Titans clowns down. And there's a personal thing with
Cole
for this because the Titans were once upon a time a team I adored in the Houston Oilers.
That's right.
All right, which is why I picked a tie because they're not the Houston Oilers. All right, Pizzle, finish it.
All right. So the Pizzle, did you go or should I go?
Yeah, I said Steelers.
All right. I'm gonna do a snowman. I'm gonna pull fuck. I'm gonna put anarchy. Scoreless tie.
What is what?
Wait.
No. Let me be serious. I know Bo Nix is definitely hungering for his first win, but he may have to wait till next week because Steelers just got that on lock, and Justin Fields starting to feel himself a little bit. Now, will he be humbled? Maybe, maybe not, but I don't see it this weekend.
To Kansas City, and the Cincinnati Bengals take on the two-time defending world champion Kansas City Chiefs. This is a whitewash. This is a wipeout. I don't care what the fuck the spread is. Kansas City will win this game by triple digits.
Triple.
This just in.
Triple.
WKRP has been canceled. The radio station known as WKRP has been canceled.
Oh.
So I'm going Chiefs all the way.
No.
The hometown station of the Cincinnati Bengals has been canceled, according to Victor.
Oh, no.
I got the Chiefs running away with this one. They feel themselves. They got away with the win. Some people might call it a fluke.
Yep.
They'll call it a fluke because of the toe. The Chiefs will be wanting to actually really prove themselves against their rival, the Cincinnati Bengals.
Man,
The
Joey
TV will not be going meow. Thank you.
No.
Joey Votto couldn't save the Reds, and he sure as hell can't save the Bengals in this one. I got the Chiefs smacking everyone's ass around.
Pizzo?
Yeah, I got the Chiefs. Even though this isn't the playoffs where the Bengals have and the Chiefs have, gone back and forth as the regular season, I'm going with the reigning, defending, undisputed Super Bowl champion, Kansas City Chiefs.
I told y'all triple digits in this game. I wanted to be like 150-0 before halftime.
No.
Let's go to Texas. Let's go back to Texas. We go to Houston and the Sunday night game of the week, which I may do. I'm tempted.
Why is this a Sunday night game?
You know why? CJ Stroud.
Because Houston.
CJ Stroud is him. Okay.
Fair
Joe
enough.
Mixon is him. The Houston Texans will hang 500 yards of offense on the Chicago Bears. What's the spread on this? Pizzle, what's the spread on this game?
Houston 6.5.
Bullshit. Should be double digits. And I have the Texans winning by double digits at home against the Bears because CJ Stroud's going to throw for 400. Joe Mixon's going to run for $150. Pizzle, you're next.
I hope Joe Mixon runs for $150. I got him in my fantasy squad. I have Houston pretty big. So I'm going Houston.
Go ahead, Shane.
I picked to win the Super Bowl.
Caleb Williams is going to get smacked so hard he's going to think he's Booker T and end up doing a spin-a-rooney right in the middle of the grass. Right. Give me Houston laying the smackdown on all they candy asses in Chicago, 35-7.
All right, Victor.
Yeah, it looks like the Strouds will be defending home turf against the large land-based mammals, and I got the Strouds winning. CJ Stroud is him.
Now we go to Philadelphia with a pair of regressing quarterbacks in Kirk 2 Chainz Cousins and Jalen I'm Still Hurts. This is an 8:15 kickoff in Philadelphia. Repeat. This is an 8:15 kickoff in Philadelphia.
Mm-hmm.
Repeat one more time. This is an 8:15 kickoff in Philadelphia.
Yep.
Now, what's the spread?
6.5 in favor of the Eagles.
It should be lower. Saquon Barkley will be the reason the Eagles win, and not Jalen Hurts. I have the Eagles by for some god-awful, god-crazy reason. Atlanta's going to do something stupid and keep this game close. But I will take the Eagles to win it, even though Atlanta's quarterback is Kirk 2 Chainz Cousins. How the fuck do you put Kirk 2 Chainz Cousins on Monday night?
Again.
Thank you.
Or in any primetime game.
Again. How do you have Kirk 2 Chainz Cousins on primetime? Huh? How the fuck does that happen?
They didn't learn their lesson.
Listen,
the last 15 times.
Listen, I hate to say this about Jalen Hurts, who is a good young quarterback, but Jalen Hurts has regressed. Period.
Yeah, because of
until I
Sirianni.
see different, Jalen Hurts will not be the reason Philadelphia wins. Saquon Barkley will.
I'm gonna put it like this: Jalen Hurts is basically regressed because of Sirianni not trusting the run game, which actually got him up to the first place in the first place. But I got the Eagles.
You bitch! Why you gotta say that out loud while I'm trying to take a drink?
But I got the Eagles running away with this one. I'm gonna say 35-20.
All right, Shane.
Once again, my gut's saying it's going to be a field goal game. It's going to be home field advantage. Give me Philadelphia 27-24.
And our final pick of the day goes to Mr. Pizzle.
Shane, I think I think we got the same notes. I got the same score, 27-24.
I just did all my shit over the commercial break, dude. Come on now.
Damn.
I did mine on Wednesday. I did mine Wednesday, and on some of these games, I can tell you I went back and forth. The only few I didn't go back and forth, of course, Indianapolis and of course San Francisco. I didn't go back and forth with Kansas City because Cincinnati sucks and they ain't making the playoffs this year.
Did you go back and forth between the Browns and the I don't
give two shits of a half of a fuck about that game. I don't give two shits of a half of a good goddamn. I don't give 2/5 of a half of a good goddamn about that game. Okay, it's the Browns.
It is the Browns.
Once a dumpster fire, always a
dumpster fire.
That's true.
Thank you, Drew Willingham, for that.
That is true.
Once a set of dumpster Pelicans, always a set of dumpster Pelicans. Just ask the Carolina Panthers.
Oh my God.
Yep.
Just ask the Carolina Panthers. Just ask the Las Vegas Raiders, who should be in Los Angeles, but that's a take for another time.
Oakland.
They built SoFi Stadium for the Rams and the Raiders. They didn't build it for the Rams and the Chargers.
Chargers should still be in San Diego.
The Chargers should definitely still be in San. Give me this motherfucker. Because and Victor, I hate your punk ass for putting this song in my head.
This is a banger.
It is.
My wife,
after banger.
My wife, who is a Colts fan, said the Chargers should still be in San Diego. I was driving to work. I was driving to work, and no, actually, I was driving to pick up my daughter from work, and I called Victor, and I said, "Victor, fuck you." He started laughing and goes, "Why?" I said, "You put that goddamn song in my head." He says, "Which one?" And I played it for him, and Victor's on the floor cracking up.
Yep.
Victor's cracking up. I'm cracking up. And Victor goes, "It's not my fault." Shut the fuck up. It is your fault.
Cole Johnson with more facts and more comedic uppercuts. Kirk Cousins will be giving more gifts in the form of turnovers.
I agree.
We know.
I agree.
Kirk Two Chainz Cousins is still Kirk Two Chainz Cousins.
Ben Southern III, the king of the BS3 network, which I hope to have this show back on in the future, did not call him Kirk Two Chainz Cousins for nothing.
Exactly. Kirk Two Chainz.
He did. When Cole put that intro together for the old second hour that we did, and he put Ben there, and the first time I heard, and if I see Kirk Two Chainz Cousins, I was on the floor.
I was
dying.
Like the one we got now for the being a dead horse. I still am falling over the floor because I knew it was going to happen. Like he's going to bring out something about the Cowboys.
When he created the beating a dead horse for LeBron, I lost it.
Right.
Dude, I lost it with that damn seal.
This has been yet another Beating a Dead Horse presentation.
It's against my team, but it's still funny.
And it fits.
And it fits. It absolutely
Until they
fits.
prove me otherwise, it fits. You know what got me? You know one thing that got me the most that Cole created? This one. The Wonder Bread Tabernacle Choir.
Oh my God. Once again, Mr. Cole Johnson.
A genius.
I care. Once Watson's joystick will be pulled hard once again in Duval. I really wish that somewhere during halftime, all of a sudden, Deshaun Watson gets speared by Edge. Gets the kill switch by Kill Switch, and then by Christian Cage, and then finally at the tail end of it, a EVP trigger by the Young Bucks.
You know what?
You know what?
Going old school.
You know what? For good measure, let's add a coffin drop on top of that.
Yep,
Yes.
Darby Allin just does a coffin drop off the upright.
I'm going old school. I want Deshaun Watson during halftime to get a Stone Cold Stunner, a rock bottom, a tombstone, and a last ride. And a leg drop.
What?
A flying elbow. What? And the doomsday device.
Nice.
Damn it. I want him to get the Heart Foundation clothesline.
And at the very tail end, get dropped to an ankle lock by Kurt Angle.
There you go.
And to finish it off, a figure four from the GOAT, Ric Flair.
Woo!
Let's get out of here. Folks, remember, tonight a doubleheader. The Aces and the Fever from Indianapolis, Indiana. At 7, we'll start the pregame at 6:45. And then in progress, it'll be the Houston Astros and the California Angels. First pitch is 9:38. We should be ready by 9:30. And don't forget, Snowman in the Morning comes to Chicago, and it's live October 22nd and 23rd. We will be in downtown Chicago. Our shows will start at 9 a.m. Central Time, going to 11. Those are special start times for those 2 days in Chicago. When all the details get hammered out, we will tell you, and my beautiful bride will join me. We're out of here for the weekend. Enjoy the games, everybody. Enjoy your weekend. Have a great weekend. God bless. Remember to make your next move your best move. And always remember, if your dreams don't scare you, they are simply not big enough. Dream big, do bigger. We are, and we hope y'all are too. We'll be back on all across the network on Monday. So long, everybody. And oh, by the way, fuck you, Spanos. We're out of here.